Hey everyone, this is Clara. After my first day in Gdansk, which was filled with artsy coffee shops, beautiful waterfront views, good eats, and gorgeous architecture, I was ready to finish my top 9 list and tackle day 2 and keep finding out what makes Gdansk so cool.
Hey everyone, this is Clara. This is our second day in Gdansk, and as you can see, it is snowing. But it actually looks quite beautiful.
There are 5 new things we're going to explore today to complete our list of 9. This first place I went to for coffee won't make the cut because the coffee was honestly a little bit acidic and the cheesecake a bit too sweet. But the location is great. It's right along the waterfront, and it's a good place to seek shelter from the storm, I guess. After I got my mandatory coffee fix, it was time to go to number 5 on our list. Although my coffee was a little lackluster, it reminded me of the beautiful carousel that you can see directly from the windows of the cafe. The best part of this carousel is that if you look closely, you can see that it is adorned with little vignettes of some of Gdansk's most famous monuments, such as the crane, Neptune's fountain, the waterfront, the Maritime Museum. Unfortunately, nobody was on it, I think because it was pretty freezing.
Now, we are going to head to an antique bookstore that's famous for its 18th century scientific books.
This place was absolutely adorable. It's only 1 room big, and it's most well known apparently for having old musical manuscripts, but I couldn't really find those, so instead I just poked around in the old postcard section and enjoyed some of the vintage science books that were there. It's a great place just to go inside and take a look. It's not extremely well organized, so I wouldn't recommend actually searching for a book there. But what I enjoyed most were the vintage Polish children's books. Big fan of children's books already, but look how cool that is. Now, the next attraction I came across almost completely by accident. I kind of just walked outside of the bookstore and then was struck by the beauty of this pink building with beautiful blue tops and this gorgeous big church, and I was like, what is that? And turns out it was the Royal Chapel in front of the famous St. Marys Basilica. St. Marys Basilica is a brick Gothic Catholic church, although it was also used for Lutheran services during the 1500s, which I thought was interesting. But it is massive. The only basilica that's bigger is the San Petrino Basilica in Bologna, Italy. So it's really hard to miss. And another thing you can't miss is the beautiful Renaissance-style golden organ that graces the main nave of the church. I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. It was one of my favorite things that I saw in all of Gdansk. The church is full of Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque masterpieces, one of which is The Last Judgment by Flemish painter Hans Hemling. I would have taken a video of it, but I was told to put my phone away. I just saw that we weren't allowed to have cameras, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry.
Now I'm super hungry. It's only around noon, but ready for some Polish food. About to go to a milk bar.
The original milk bar was actually created in 1896 in Warsaw, but these establishments soon became popular all over Poland because they provided government-subsidized meals to Polish workers and everyday people. A milk bar is pretty cafeteria style. Everything was in Polish. I just took my tray, brought it to the lady at the cash register, went back to my seat, and hoped for the best.
That's what I ordered, but I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me.
It seems to be like a savory pancake with mushrooms and onions. This is a slightly spicy white bean and kielbasa soup. It was so good. And of course, I couldn't stop ordering things because everything was so affordable. So for dessert, I had a cheesecake with a chocolate graham cracker crust and sour cherry sauce, which didn't seem to me like the most Polish thing in the world, but
That was one of my favorite dining experiences ever. Me and Polish locals just chilling out, having lunch.
Westerplatte is actually located outside of Gdansk, so if you want to go there, you're going to have to take some mode of transportation. I chose a 36-minute bus ride. If you're feeling a little more fancy, you can also take the Black Pearl ship, which leaves from the main harbor. Even as someone who's not a World War II buff, the experience was super humbling and interesting. This former Polish naval depot is considered to be the place where World War II began. On September 1st, 1939, a German battleship fired the first shots of the war onto this tiny peninsula and began one of the bloodiest wars in human history. One of the main barracks is sort of pieced together with wire, as you can see here, and bits of it are suspended in midair. It was really incredible.
So here we are at the WWII Ruins. Get to go deep inside the ruins, which is quite rare, I feel like, for something like this.
After walking around the ruined barracks, you can continue to the Monument to the Defenders of the Coast, which was actually a gift from the Soviet government in 1966. My favorite part of being at Westerplatte was being able to take a moment, reflect, and look out onto the Baltic Sea. If you are traveling by bus, just be aware that the buses don't really run that regularly. I had to wait around 40 minutes before I caught the next one back to the hostel. And then the unspeakable happened.
I think I'm ordering pierogies online. Oh my god, I literally just ordered pierogies online, but I wanted to try these, and it's like a 40-minute walk, and it's already 9 o'clock at night, and why am I trying to justify myself? And look, you can just watch the minutes go by as you wait for your pierogies. Okay, here we go. Wow. Comes with a sauce as well. Oh my god, it's not sauce, it's like onions and meat.
Yes, I ended my trip in Gdansk with takeout pierogies, but the thing I'll remember most about Gdansk is the beautiful detail. You don't even have to look very hard to find these gorgeous, intricate carvings or paintings that just make the city a living masterpiece. If you enjoyed this video at all or found it helpful in any way, please don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment, help me out with my Polish pronunciation, ask a question. I'm here for you, and I'm so excited to see you on our next adventure.